How we doing, Titans fans? Rand Carthon and Brian Callahan are making the Tennessee Titans an attractive destination for coaches and hopefully soon to be players as well. Now, this week, I will be breaking down these new coaching hires and how they're going to benefit the Tennessee Titans in a major way. I have two favorites. Now, one of my favorites is the video that I'll be breaking down today, and that is new Defensive Coordinator Dennard Wilson. Hey, how we doing, Titans fans? Titan Uprising here. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to my new subscribers. I've seen my subscriber count go up. My goal is still to get to 500. So if you're new, please subscribe. Just takes a click, helps me out greatly. And comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know if you agree with the video, disagree. Any conversation is good conversation. We all want the Tennessee Titans to win the Super Bowl at the end of the day. And that's what we're here for. We might have different opinions, but at the end of the day, we all want the same goal. Now, this video is about Dennard Wilson. And guys, I'm super excited for this hire. I really am. I'm excited for a lot of the coaching staff hires. And like I said, stay with me this week because I will be breaking down my favorite hires. This is one of two that are my absolute favorite. One on the offensive side of the football that we'll get into later this week. And this one, obviously, the defensive coordinator. And I'm absolutely just ecstatic about this. I can't remember being this excited with coaching hires with the Titans. I can't remember at a time that I've ever been this excited because I really feel like we're nailing these coaches. And we're not just, regurgitating coaches, that Vrabel knew from the Texans and the Patriots, and same thing with players. I'm sick of seeing that stuff. I think we all were. And I will say it numerous times throughout the offseason. We are in a new era of Titans football. And guys, sit back, enjoy it, because we're finally going to be, in my opinion, a modern NFL team. And we're going to start doing things like you see the Niners doing because Rand wants to model us off them. And guess what? The Niners are playing next Sunday. So I'm all for it, guys. Let's break down this video, okay? Now, Dennard Wilson was a top candidate. He had other teams after him, like the Giants, the Rams, the Packers. But just like I said, a little bit ago, Rand and Callahan, and by the way, Callahan, I'm just going to start calling him Callie from now on. So Rand and Callie, they got him. They have the ability to pull in talented coaches, and I hope that carries over into players as well, and I think it will. Last season, Wilson was the Ravens defensive backs coach. Before that, he was the Eagles defensive backs coach for 2 years, and he was a popular choice among the Eagles players to take over the Eagles defensive coordinator job. Now, the Eagles obviously went a different route there, and they are currently on their third defensive coordinator since they really made that poor decision to not promote the guy. And guess what? I'm all for it because it's about time we Titans reap a reward from the Eagles, because how many times have they gotten players from us or, trade or whatever. So, I am all for us getting one of the Eagles screw-ups. I'll take it all day. He was great with Philly, and in his lone year in Baltimore, he formed one of the best secondaries in the entire National Football League. The Ravens, they tied with the Browns for the lowest average of yards per pass at 5.9. They also allowed only 60.6% of opponent passes to be completed, which was fifth best in the entire league. They ranked first in fewest points allowed, which was 16.5, and they tied for first in takeaways with 31. Out of those 31 takeaways, 18 of those were interceptions. Now, the year prior, with the Eagles, Wilson led the Eagles to the best pass defense in the NFL, which also, by the way, that defense is one of the reasons they got to the Super Bowl. They allowed only 179.7 yards per game. And then the next year, without Wilson, the Eagles' pass defense dropped to 29th worst in the league. Man, that's a huge drop-off. First to 29th? Come on. Tell me that's not coaching right there. That's an insane drop-off. Insane. But he has his work cut out for him, guys. He really does, because he's going to a Titans team now, and the Titans allowed the most passing yards in the NFL. They were 31st in creating turnovers and had the fewest interceptions. So if his strengths carry over, man, can this help out the Tennessee Titans? But like I said, Wilson has connections, right? And we'll get into that more in a little bit. And that's one of the reasons he signed here. But you also got to remember, it's not like he's coming into a crappy situation. I mean, we have some players, we really do. He'll get some players to work with. He's going to get like Amani Hooker, Harold Landry, Roger McCreary, who took a big leap this year. And of course, you can't forget about the best defensive player on our team, Jeffrey Big Dog Simmons. And there are other pieces as well, that he can get the most out of, like an Arden Key, who showed flashes last year, or Elijah Molden. Do we take Elijah Molden, make him safety, make him corner? What do we do there? Now, also remember, there's a potential big-time free agent coming out of Baltimore this year in Justin Madubuike, and he had at least half a sack in 13 of the 17 games he played in this season. Can you imagine him next to Simmons? Oh, God, that'd be a nightmare. Wilson can pull players like this, from, being with the Ravens last season. This is how the connections work, and we're not just doing the Pats and Texans anymore, guys. We're actually branching out a little bit. And I did mention earlier, pulling players, the connections, all that stuff, right? Now, let me piggyback and tie into this. Now, one of the reasons I think we landed this guy to begin with was because of the connection with Ran Carthon. Ran was the Rams' Director of Player Personnel from 2012 to 2016. And Dennard Wilson was a defensive quality control coach from 2012 to 2014. So you have 4 years from 2012 to 2014 of carryover there, where they worked with each other. And that's awesome. But like I said, guys, we're starting to see how Ran and Kelly can bring coaches to this team. Maybe they can bring players as well. And, like I said, guys, I will be breaking down these new hires, these new coaches. I'll probably be spending, maybe about 10 minutes on each one. I was going to do one video and get them all out there, but I want to take my time and do a video on each coach and, give them their due diligence. And like I said, he's going to have pieces to work with. You're going to have free agency still. If we pull pieces from Baltimore, he might be able to get the best out of players we have. Can you imagine if he can unlock Caleb Farley maybe? That would be huge for us. There's pieces on this team. If we keep Aziz Al-Shair, Dr. Gibby, if he comes back and does a good job for us, there's pieces. If we keep Sean Murphy-Bunting, there's a lot to take in still, but, maybe Murphy-Bunting wasn't going to come back and he sees Wilson as a defensive coordinator, and now he's like, man, I want to play for this guy. That's what having good coaching does. And it's about time we're doing it. We're not just doing the buddy system with Mike Vrabel anymore, because I've been over that stuff for a while. But guys, let me know what you think down below. And like I said, stay with me all week. We'll be doing more coaching breakdowns. And as always, tighten up.